Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm getting ready to record this video and I set down the phone and I kind of set this over here and I take the Note 20 Ultra and I push it here and I kind of slid it over. Oh my gosh. Yes, I slid it over off the table, which is about a bar height table, onto the hard floor. And it crashed on the hard floor. My heart skipped a beat, let's just say that. So I picked it up. It was sitting like this. I pick it up and I'm like, oh, but what am I gonna see? What am I gonna see? And sure as hell, it ends up passing the drop test with no case. So, hey, if there's any silver lining on that, I was able to do a quick review for you guys on a drop test. Without further ado, guys, here's my 3 reasons that I am folding on the Fold 3. Number 1, why am I gonna send this back and use the Note 20 Ultra as my daily driver? I'm on the go too much. That is, which ironically is similar to my first experience with the Fold. And I want to share a little caveat here for the folks out there using this phone and loving it. This thing is the Bentley of cell phones. I am absolutely in love with this phone, and I wish that I could use this thing as my daily driver, but it doesn't jive with my lifestyle. So I'm on the move just far too much. I'm in the gym, I'm running around, I'm at the coffee shop doing some work, picking my son up from daycare or dropping him off, playing with him in the backyard. We are near a beach, so I'm at the beach, I'm near the lake, I'm on a pontoon, and I'm just running around. And I do MMA martial arts, so I would throw this into my bag and then I'd go to class, and then I'm at the gym lifting weights in the morning. And so this thing is much more, the Note 20 Ultra is a much better phone for just tossing in a bag and throwing across the room and letting it land on the couch. Number 2, I am just far too used to, it's practically built in my DNA now to use a screen with a ratio of somewhere between, about 20:9, right? Close to the Note 20 Ultra. The funny part is, okay, so when you talk about the Fold 3, this thing obviously feels super narrow and super tall compared to something like the Note 20 Ultra. So what I'm getting at is I think in order for this to be like a more of a daily driver, this front screen has to emulate or feel or give you the experience that a Note 20 Ultra would in a smaller form factor, right? It'll be a smaller screen, of course. But the funny part is, if you think about this, in the past, they used to have, what was it, like maybe before the Note 7? The aspect ratios were like 16:9. You guys remember this. The phones were a little bit shorter, a little bit wider, and everybody liked that. And that was built into our DNA at that time. I remember when they first came out with this new aspect ratio, everybody was complaining like the thing is just too tall and too narrow. But so remember that. So now we love this because it's built into our DNA. Then they give us this screen, and it's just, you're so used to this thing every day, day in and day out. So many times per day you're looking at this, and then they give you this tiny little narrow screen in the front. Yes, it's for these quick tasks, and yes, you can open it up and get this big, beautiful display. But then that brings me back to the first point. If you're someone that, like me, that's on the go all the time, it's really not conducive to being a daily driver. So this leads me to my point number 3, which very well could be the most important point of this entire video. The reason that this is not going to be my daily driver is obviously a combination of the first 2 reasons that I told you, but more importantly, this phone, my Note 20 Ultra, is paid off. That's right. This thing now paid off, no payment. Every month I use this phone, I am getting more and more value from this Note 20 Ultra that I paid off, thankfully. This phone is not paid off. I was going to trade this in for an $850 credit, but I was still, after it was said and done, tax and everything, after the discount, and I used, I feel naked without my watch. I can't believe I left my watch upstairs charging. It's really hard to justify saying, well, gosh, I'm going to spend $1,000 so I can make some compromise. Yes, I'm going to get the big, beautiful screen, but I'm just not seeing it. So unfortunately, you guys, Z Fold 3 is going to get packed back in the box and sent back to Samsung. And thank you, Samsung, for everything that you do. You are manufacturing and creating awesome technology, and you guys are innovators in this space. We appreciate the flip and the fold. I say keep at it 100%. This is the future of a different category of phone, but this is going to be the future, you guys. We are gonna see some rock star phones come out here in the next 2, 3, 4 years, and everybody's gonna have access to what I think is gonna be a sweet foldable. So we'll talk to you guys soon. If you have any questions, drop them below and give me a thumbs up. Appreciate your time. And by the way, I appreciate all of the new subscriptions to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.